You wake up tomorrow morning, the alarm goes off, and before your feet even hit the floor, your chest is already tight. Your brain is already running through the list. The emails, the kids, the thing you forgot to do yesterday, the appointment you're dreading, and you haven't even peed yet. You haven't had coffee. You haven't looked at your phone, but your body's already in fifth gear. And you think that's just you. You think that's just how mornings work. You think you're a morning anxiety person, or you're just wired that way, or maybe you just need to get better at gratitude journaling, or whatever the latest advice is. Can I be honest with you? That's not a personality trait. That's your nervous system, and it might be running your entire day without you even knowing it. I want to tell you a story. A couple years ago, I was in the middle of a health crisis. Mold poisoning, autoimmune stuff, the whole mess. And one of the things that kept coming up with every practitioner I worked with wasn't just, what supplements are you taking? Or what's your diet look like? It was, what state is your nervous system in? And at first, I kind of rolled my eyes. I'm being honest. I thought, okay, we're going to talk about deep breathing again. Great, love that for me. But then I started paying attention, really paying attention. And what I noticed was wild. I noticed that I could eat the cleanest meal on the planet, all organic, perfectly balanced, beautiful plate of food. And if I ate it while I was stressed, while I was scrolling my phone, while I was mentally running through my to-do list, my body barely digested it, bloating, discomfort, that heavy feeling afterward where you're like, I just ate the healthiest lunch of my life. Why do I feel terrible? And then I'd eat something totally average on a calm Sunday afternoon, sitting outside, not thinking about anything, and I felt fine, better than fine. I felt good. That was the moment I realized, wait, it's not always the food. Sometimes it's the state I'm in when I eat the food, and that, my friend, is your nervous system at work. So let me explain this in the simplest way I can, because I think the wellness world has overcomplicated this to the point where women hear nervous system regulation and their eyes glaze over, which is a shame because it might be the single most important thing you're not paying attention to. You have two main modes your body operates in. Think of them like two settings on a thermostat. Setting one is your sympathetic nervous system. That's your fight or flight mode. It's the gas pedal. It was designed to save your life. Like a bear is chasing you, your body floods with cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart rate goes up. Your digestion shuts down because your body is like, we don't need to digest a sandwich right now. We need to not die. Blood goes to your muscles. Your pupils dilate. Everything is on high alert. That system is brilliant. It kept our ancestors alive. The problem is, your body can't tell the difference between a bear and a mean email from your boss. It can't tell the difference between running from a predator and running late to school drop-off. The response is the same. Cortisol, adrenaline, shut down digestion, shut down repair, shut down the immune system. Go, go, go. Setting two is your parasympathetic nervous system. That's your rest and digest mode, the brake pedal. That's where your body heals. That's where it digests food properly. That's where your hormones get made. That's where your immune system does its thing. That's where you sleep deeply. That's where your brain gets to process and sort and clean up. Here's the part nobody tells you. Most women I talk to are living in setting one almost all day long, not because there's a bear, but because their nervous system got stuck there. It adapted, it learned that high alert is normal, and now it just stays. You know that feeling where you finally sit down at the end of the day and you can't relax? Like your body is tired, but your brain won't stop? You're exhausted, but you're scrolling? You're wiped out, but you can't fall asleep. That's not a discipline problem. That is a nervous system that forgot how to switch off. And here's where it gets really interesting, because this isn't just about stress management. This touches everything. Your digestion, your nervous system controls it. If you're eating in a stressed state, your body literally does not produce enough stomach acid or digestive enzymes to break down your food properly. So you could be eating the most perfect diet and still dealing with bloating, acid reflux, or constipation. Not because of the food, because of the state you were in when you ate it. Your hormones, your nervous system is directly connected. When your body is stuck in that fight or flight mode, It will prioritize making stress hormones over making progesterone, over supporting your thyroid, over keeping estrogen balanced. It's called the cortisol steal. Your body literally steals the building blocks it needs for your sex hormones and uses them to make more cortisol instead. Because again, your body thinks you're in danger. And if you're in danger, you don't need to reproduce. You need to survive. Wait, actually, let me say that again because I think it's that important. Your body will choose stress hormones over your reproductive hormones every single time if it thinks you're under threat. Every time. So if you're dealing with PMS, irregular cycles, low progesterone, perimenopause symptoms that feel like they came out of nowhere, I'm not saying your nervous system is the only factor, but I am saying most women never even think about it. Your sleep? Oh, this is a big one. If your nervous system is still in that activated state, when you get into bed, your body cannot drop into deep sleep properly. It'll do the thing where you fall asleep fine, but then you wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning with your heart racing and your brain going. That is cortisol. That is your nervous system saying, hey, we're still on patrol here. And no amount of magnesium or melatonin is going to override a nervous system that thinks it needs to stay alert. Your immune system, same thing. Chronic sympathetic activation suppresses your immune function. So you're getting sick more often. Or things that used to be minor are now lasting longer. Or you've got this low-grade inflammation that just won't quit. And you're thinking, what's wrong with me? And the answer might be, nothing is wrong with you. Your body is doing exactly what it's supposed to do when it thinks it's in danger 24 hours a day. Your weight? Yep. Cortisol tells your body to store fat, especially around the middle. It raises blood sugar. It increases cravings for quick energy, which means sugar, which means carbs. So that belly weight that showed up and won't leave no matter what you do, that's not a willpower problem. It might be a cortisol problem. And the cortisol problem is a nervous system problem. I told you, this touches everything. So now you're probably sitting there thinking, great, Amy, my nervous system is a mess. What do I do about it? And I love that you're asking that because it's actually the best news I've had for you in a while. Because unlike a lot of health stuff, nervous system regulation is simple. It's not easy. I want to be clear about that. Simple and easy are not the same thing, but it's simple and it's free and you can start today. Here are the things that actually work, not the trendy stuff, not the stuff that looks good on Instagram, the stuff that actually changes your nervous system over time. Number 1, morning sunlight. I know you've heard me say this before, but I'm going to keep saying it because it's that important. When you get natural light in your eyes, within the first 30 to 60 minutes of waking up, it sets your circadian rhythm. It tells your cortisol to do its natural morning spike and then come down throughout the day the way it's supposed to. It's free. It takes 10 minutes. Go outside. Don't wear sunglasses for those first few minutes. Just let the light in. This one habit alone can start to reset your cortisol curve. Number 2, how you eat matters as much as what you eat. Before your next meal, I want you to try something. Take 3 slow breaths before you pick up your fork. Put your phone in another room, sit down. I know that sounds basic, and honestly, it is basic. But that simple act of pausing before you eat tells your nervous system to switch into that parasympathetic mode. Rest and digest. Give your body a fighting chance to actually use the nutrients you're putting into it. Number 3, the physiological sigh. This is my favorite tool because it works in about 30 seconds, and you can do it anywhere. 2 short inhales through the nose, 1 long exhale through the mouth. That's it. 2 quick sniffs in, 1 long breath out. This was studied at Stanford, and it is the fastest way to manually shift your nervous system from sympathetic to parasympathetic that we know of. I use it before hard conversations. I use it in the car when traffic is awful. I use it at 3 in the afternoon when my body wants to spiral into that wired, tired thing. Number 4, move your body in ways that don't stress it more. And I want to talk about this because I think a lot of high-achieving women are actually making their nervous system worse with their exercise routine. If your body is already stuck in fight or flight, and then you go do a high-intensity interval workout where your heart rate is spiking and your body is flooding with more cortisol and more adrenaline, you're just adding fuel to the fire. I'm not saying never do intense exercise. I'm saying if you're depleted, if you're exhausted, if you're dealing with hormone stuff, your body might need Pilates more than it needs a boot camp right now. Walking, bar, yoga, stretching. Things that signal safety instead of more danger. Number 5, stop the scroll before bed. I know nobody wants to hear it, but that blue light and that constant stream of information and other people's problems and news and drama is keeping your nervous system activated right up until the moment you close your eyes. And then you wonder why you can't sleep. Your brain was literally running on high alert until 30 seconds before you expected it to power down. Give yourself a 30-minute runway, no phone, dim the lights, boring stuff only. Let your body actually transition into rest mode. And number 6, this is the one people skip, and it might be the most powerful. Learn to notice when you're activated. That's it. Just notice. You don't have to fix it in the moment. You don't have to do a breathing exercise every time. Sometimes just going, oh, I'm activated right now. My shoulders are at my ears. My jaw is clenched. I'm holding my breath. That awareness alone starts to interrupt the pattern. Your nervous system has been running on autopilot. The most radical thing you can do is start paying attention. Here's what I want you to take away from today. Your nervous system is not some abstract concept from a biology textbook. It is literally running the show. It's deciding how you digest your food. It's deciding how you sleep. It's deciding how your hormones function. It's deciding whether your body stores fat or burns it. It's deciding how your immune system performs. And the wild thing is, most of us have never been taught any of this. Nobody sits you down and says, hey, your body has been stuck in survival mode for 11 years, and that's why you feel terrible. They just tell you your labs are normal and send you home. Something shifted and nobody explained it to you. The instructions changed and nobody told you. But now you know. And knowing is the first step toward doing something different. This is what we do at Living Simpler. We cut through the noise. We stop overcomplicating everything. And we get back to the stuff that actually works. If you want to go deeper on this, if you want a real framework for supporting your nervous system, your hormones, your sleep, your daily rhythm, come join the Living Simpler Collective. Just the actual foundations your body needs to start feeling like yours again. Comment collective or head to living-simpler.com/collective and I'll get you in. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Now go take 3 slow breaths and put your phone down. Until next week, living simpler, living better.